Welcome, Capricorn. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do an energy reading for you. I'm sharing a process of chakra meditation that helps me to prepare for prayer, for meditation, for connecting with my divine ancestors and co-creators, or for setting intentions. Hopefully this will help you. This is the winter solstice on this day, and it's also the new moon in Sagittarius a day or two ago. So I am really honoring this ritual of the return of the light based on the shortest day of the year, which signals that return. It's also a time of pause, hibernation, retreat, where we honor the wisdom of our necessary endings, changes that we envision making, and we welcome change that's aligned with our needs and our desires. So I'm going to start with the first chakra. This is the root chakra. This is the physical energy, the groundedness in our generations, our ancestors that helps us to survive and to even thrive. And I have the Wheel of Fortune here. Certainly as a 10 and as a major arcana card at the root, this indicates a dramatic shift and change in, I believe, generational karma that you are experiencing, you are contributing to. You are part of the council of energy that is shifting generational energy, that is healing generational trauma. You are stepping on to a new timeline. And by timeline, I mean a new level of conscious energy and productivity. So you have moved away from the social conditioning that you've experienced. You've moved away from what others expected of you, and you have continuously, in many ways, for many of you, pursued something that was somewhat other, that did not fall into the lines, was not expected. In fact, for many of you, you've resisted to your own detriment what you were supposed to do. But you were aware that you were making an alignment with a principle or spiritual practice or belief that was true for you. And in this way, you've now matured or developed into this reclamation of a place and a space where you are contributing to the level of your experience. You are a wisdom holder, you are a key holder, and you revel in the ways in which you now enjoy the process of opening up to the opportunities and abundance in the universe. You see opportunities everywhere. And for a Capricorn, this is quite a shift in the experience of seeing challenges, hardships, and roadblocks everywhere, undoubtedly on the basis of real experience. The second chakra, the sacral chakra, is about how we enjoy the world through our senses. This is particularly rich and important for finding pleasure, sexual pleasure, as well as the sensory experience of nature and the joy of that. This is the well from which you fuel your creative expression. The Three of Wands here shows you actively creating a vehicle for this kind of expression. This feels for many of you like a return to an early essential gift that you have. This is you not giving up on the experience of that, not necessarily looking to succeed, to conquer the world, it doesn't feel like you have any lofty goals in this experience except to enjoy it, to allow yourself to relax in the space of a creative gift that you have. And because of your tremendous amount of peace that you gain in exercising this gift, you are looking at ways to employ it more and more as a vehicle of activity for you, something that you can do and enjoy, something, in fact, that just may be a source of stability, security, or income for you. In the third chakra, this is our solar plexus. This is where we have confidence, where we assert ourselves and what we need. We pursue our ambition. Um, and this can also be the place where we judge in anticipation of being judged. So it can house a lot of wounding that we've experienced. However, with the Eight of Cups, it feels to me that you have gained what is essential for many of those relationships, many of whom that have rejected you, that have wounded you, but you've held them nevertheless, understanding that there are more truths that you can hold that are diverse, and that you have gained from those relationships, particularly the ones that have been the most challenging, the courage to move forward towards an ambition, towards something that crowns your life with a significance or achievement that defines you. This is somewhat unexpected because the sense I'm getting here is that you have been neglected and or rejected by many that you love, and yet you have not abandoned them, because Capricorn, you understand that you have a relationship to provide care, to take care of, to be responsible, to be there. Some would consider this a real burden, and it has been a burden to you in many ways, but it has taught you not only to construct healthy boundaries, because you can love people from afar. However, it has given you this energy and focused you on something that you now see is for you, is something that is aligned with your most creative expression, your greatest gift, a greater way to share and contribute in a way that the world has been waiting for. In the heart chakra, the fourth chakra is the center, naturally, of the body. It's the way in which we prioritize ourselves, our needs. We put our needs first. We claim our authentic desires. The Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful way that you are standing in your independence. And this is really important for you, whether you are single or married. You recognize, whether you are in community or on your own, you recognize that your independence is what gives you the power to choose what's right for you. This allows you to be in your integrity with all that you do, with all your activity. This acknowledges the vast investments you've made in yourself. Some of that is through hard experience that you have gained valuable lessons from. And that also means that you understand that growth requires continuous investment, not only in yourself, but in those things that are aligned with you. This gives you pleasure. This acknowledges that you are cultivating your own garden. You are pursuing those things that interest you, that you care about, that create a better world, that is the context for your own sacred space, your elaborate and abundant garden. In the fifth chakra, this is the throat chakra. This is where we tell our story, speak our truth, and often activate what we see as a more just world. The star here, this is incredibly beautiful. You have been reaching for a higher vision. You have been formulating in real terms something that has always been available to you. I believe many of you that I'm speaking to came into the world with this ability to see and intuit other spheres, other worlds, other entities, other knowledge. And that has clued you in advance of where we may be socially, to the diversity of the world and how all parts support all other parts. All parts are necessary. No part can be excluded or denied. And this is what shapes the vision that you are currently activating through your voice, through the stories you tell, through the version of yourself that you're putting forward, to the way in which you are activating this call for justice in your world. You're not just saying it, you're doing it, you're practicing it. You've always been practicing it. But now it is clear that what you see is required in the world today. It is necessary. Your gift, your thoughts, your expression is necessary to validate the existence and experience of many others who are not a part of the status quo or are not a part of the power or the elite. In the sixth chakra, this is your third eye chakra. This is where we see the vision. We feel it in the heart, we speak it in the throat, but we see it through the third eye, through our ability to look through processes, things, people, through the past, irrespective of time or space. The high priestess for me is your ability to reflect through time, through history. For many of you, you are in touch with those ancestors and those energies, those lost ones, those loved ones who have passed on, who know you, who understand you, who have been with you in former experiences or lives, who prepared the way for you to be here now. You actively communicate with those energies. You are mostly conscious, but as you experience regularly at this time in your life, they are so present that you are never alone. You are always guided. They're always prompting you. And this is part of the sense of empowerment that you know is for you alone. This is your wisdom. This is not something you shout from the rooftops or tell other people about. This is your experience. This is your healing experience. This is your meditative practice. This is your connection to the light you came from, the light you embody, and the light you bring to others. I feel you are stepping into a social space where you are being recognized as this wise, incredibly useful, informative energy, one that is there in service to others. In the seventh chakra is the crown chakra. And so much power, I feel like, has been accumulating for you. You are experiencing, expressing through your own body. And be reminded that the chakra is about our spine, stations along our spinal column, as a metaphor within our bodies. This is how our energy is resonating within and how we match that in the external world. So here at the crown chakra, the place where we are protected, we're safe, we are open to divine guidance, intervention, advisement from others, new growth, where we are always protected, where we've always been who we are in this moment. You understand your strength, you understand who you are and what you have to offer, and you are now looking forward to how you can share that in new ways, in unfamiliar ways, in unfamiliar spaces that you now have the courage and confidence to approach, to move forward. This is back here with your acknowledging your ambition. And for Capricorn, ambition is relevant. It is not always the ambition that we're told it is, to be the captains of industry. However, There is a desire, burning desire to create and contribute something for the world. And I believe you now understand your powers and you are looking for ways to share that, to spread that, to grow yourself. It's as though a portal of growth has been opened to you, and you now are learning to practice that in your personal life within your own sacred sphere and how that can be shared with others. I'm going to clarify the heart and the throat chakra. It's hard to believe there's anything more to say, but I've gotten the Fool here and the past of the heart, and the future is the Nine of Swords. And for the Star card, I have the Two of Cups and the Sun card for the future. Wow. Okay, so yes, your independence, the independence of your heart, that is such an interesting idea, and I'm trying to wrap my mind around that. Independence of your desire. You're holding to the sense that you've always had that even though you have wanted something outside of what you were supposed to want, what you were supposed to know, or what you were supposed to do, that you are holding on to that and building on that independence. And now you are ready. You have infused your being with faith, with trust. And this is no small thing for a Capricorn. We are naturally suspicious, mistrustful sometimes. We have a difficult time really experiencing people coming through for us. And yet now you know that you are always coming through for you. And this is what's leading you to this place of faith, of taking what you have, who you are, and simply moving forward in the way that you're called to move. You don't need to know the destination to know that what you are still in the process of doing, because you have two nines here, is closing out something. Closing out a lot of suffering, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain. In fact, I believe you continue to see evidence of how loved ones in particular, because strangers or associates who hurt us, that's one thing. But loved ones that hurt us, that's something far more damaging. And I do believe that you have been mightily wounded and continue to see more clearly how those who you believe love you and whom you love are just not willing to go where you have gone. The fear is still there for them. They are more comfortable clinging on to their past, and your experience continually challenges that. So they feel invested in telling you you're wrong, or downplaying or dismissing your efforts, or telling you that something can't be done or shouldn't be done. In the throat chakra, where you are moving towards that North Star vision of justice, of an improved, a happier, more abundant world, you are in such a closer relationship to yourself. This is where you have acknowledged that you have dreams, that you have talents that are worthy of development and pursuit. And this is after being defined by others, limited by others, dismissed by others in many arenas in your life. Someone being surprised when you accomplish something in a way that is not flattering. Someone telling you that you're successful, but they don't really understand what your success is or what it is you're about. These sorts of backhanded compliments that really display the limitations of others, not of you. And you get that now. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt you. But you understand that people can only do what they can do, and you're not in control of that, but you can control what you are doing. Your reach, your vision of a better world, of an abundant world that is able to share with everyone, to provide for everyone, gives you so much happiness and joy. What you're doing confirms your vision every day. You don't always know the exact ways that that is going to happen, but you have activated every way in your own life that you can make that true for you. And this is based on a real sense of self-honor, not just love, self-respect, that you respect who you are and you understand you're deserving of what it is you desire. You're deserving of the joy that you see that is available to everyone. What a bountiful world we are privileged to experience. You don't take that for granted. And it isn't based on what you have or don't have. In that way, you have achieved true liberation, true freedom, true joy. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for this incredible reading. I'm so appreciative of you. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and all the ways that you support me. Until next time, namaste.